Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P1172 error code indicates that the air-fuel sensor circuit 1 is functioning outside of its normal range, specifically signaling a high condition. This sensor is crucial in managing the air-fuel mixture in the engine, which directly affects fuel efficiency and emissions. Located in the exhaust system before the catalytic converter, the AF sensor monitors the oxygen levels in the exhaust gases. It plays a pivotal role in helping the engine control module, ECM, adjust the air-fuel mixture for optimal combustion. If the sensor is not functioning correctly, it can lead to performance issues and increased emissions. Proper troubleshooting is essential to identify the underlying issue and restore the system to proper working condition. The AF sensor, also known as Sensor 1, is a critical component that directly monitors the air-fuel mixture entering the engine. Positioned upstream of the catalytic converter, it provides essential feedback to the ECM, enabling it to adjust fuel injection accordingly. By gauging the oxygen levels in the exhaust gases, this sensor helps maintain the ideal ratio for combustion. If the sensor detects an irregularity, such as readings that are too high, it can trigger a fault code like P1172. This condition can lead to improper engine function, decreased fuel efficiency, and increased emissions. Every vehicle's emission system relies heavily on accurate readings from the AF sensor to ensure compliance with environmental regulations. There are a few potential causes for the P1172 DTC, the most common being a faulty AF sensor. Over time, the sensor can degrade, leading to incorrect readings and ultimately triggering the error code. Additionally, poor connections or several loose terminals associated with the AF sensor or the ECM can also cause erratic signals. Such connectivity issues could result from corrosion, damaged wires, or improper installation, making them prime suspects during troubleshooting. Environmental factors, like exposure to high temperatures or contaminants, can also affect the sensor's performance. Validating the integrity of electrical connections is crucial in diagnosing this issue. When experiencing a P1172 error, several symptoms may be present. Primarily, the check engine light, CEL, will illuminate on the dashboard, indicating that the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system has detected an issue. Moreover, drivers often report decreased fuel economy, as the incorrect air-fuel mixture results in inefficient combustion. Another noticeable symptom can be a rough engine idle, characterized by erratic engine performance at idle speeds. Additionally, the vehicle may exhibit hesitation during acceleration or run poorly overall, making it essential to address the P1172 code promptly. These symptoms not only affect overall drivability, but can also result in costly repairs if left unaddressed. Step 1 of the troubleshooting process involves verifying the problem by turning the ignition switch to the on position, specifically to the II position, which is essential to activate the vehicle's electronic systems without starting the engine. Next, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, technicians should clear any stored DTCs to ensure a fresh start. Once completed, the engine should be started and held at 3,000 RPM without any load for a brief period until the radiator fan activates. This step is necessary as it helps in generating a reliable condition for monitoring the AF sensor's performance. After performing this procedure, it is essential to check the OBD2 status to see if the HDS indicates the P1172 code as failed. If so, the next step would involve replacing the faulty AF sensor. If the HDS indicates a failed status during troubleshooting, it confirms that the AF sensor is indeed malfunctioning and requires replacement. The first action is to carefully replace the AF sensor, sensor 1, while ensuring that all electrical connections are secured and that no contaminants enter the exhaust system. This replacement process requires attention to detail, as any faults during installation could lead to further issues. After the new sensor is installed, it is essential to perform the repair verification process, verifying that the issue has been corrected and there are no remaining fault codes. Should the system show a failed status again, the technician must revisit earlier steps to ensure no additional issues are present. If the HDS indicates that the status is passed or shows intermittent failures, it's vital to check for poor connections or loose terminals at both the AF sensor and the ECM. These conditions can lead to inadequate signal communication between the sensor and the computer, causing DTC P1172 to appear. Inspecting the wiring for any signs of wear or damage is also essential, as frayed wires could compromise the system's functionality. The vehicle's ECM, engine control module, should also be examined to ensure that it is operating correctly, as any faults within could lead to inconsistent readings. At this stage, it's essential to use the HDS to continuously monitor the engine performance under driving conditions until a more definitive status is indicated. In the final troubleshooting step, the technician needs to monitor the OBD status closely while continuing to drive the vehicle. If the HDS indicates executing, it means the system is in transition and is working to either confirm or deny the DTC presence. During this phase, patience is key, as the vehicle should remain in operation until a definitive result appears. If the status shows out of condition, it's crucial to return to step 1 to 3, ensuring that the appropriate test conditions are met once again. Restarting the diagnostic process can help identify any overlooked issues. Continual monitoring helps ensure that the AF sensor and the ECM communicate effectively, confirming if everything operates as intended. After completing repairs, a final verification process is essential to confirm that the issue has been resolved. First, turn the ignition switch to the lock position to reset all systems. Then, reconnect all connectors that were previously disconnected. This ensures that there are no loose or faulty connections that could lead to ongoing issues. Following this, the ECM, engine control module, needs to be reset using the HDS, which clears any temporary memory. Subsequently, performing the ECM idle learn procedure is critical, as this process facilitates the ECM in adapting to any changes made during the repair. It allows for optimal engine performance under varying conditions. Finally, start the engine and monitor OBD status once more, ensuring that DTC P1172 does not reappear, thereby confirming an exceptional repair. In conclusion, the diagnosis and troubleshooting of DTC P1172 emphasize the importance of meticulous attention to detail in both process and execution. By understanding the role of the AF sensor and the implications of a high circuit range error, technicians can better address issues. Following each step in the troubleshooting process ensures that all potential causes are explored thoroughly, which is critical to achieving a successful resolution. Also, verifying connections and carrying out the repair verification steps are paramount in confirming that all systems operate as intended post-repair. Lastly, proactive monitoring and maintenance will greatly improve vehicle reliability and performance over time, thus minimizing the chances of recurring error codes. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!